Hi, hello, how are you? This is Mohammed Rafi, Faculty on Indirect Taxes. Namaste, my dear friends. Dear friends, from now onwards, we are going to refer indirect tax laws consist of goods and services tax followed by customs law. Let us take up first the term goods and services tax for our elaborate discussion from the exam point of view. When I say the term goods and services tax, it includes goods, it includes services. If the transaction neither goods nor services, then the question of GST does not arise, my dear sir. Then how to understand the term goods, how to understand the term service is very important. Of course, we have definitions for the term goods as well as services under our CGST Act. Let us start now by referring one by one is as follows, my dear sir. If we refer here the term goods includes as per section 2 subsection 52 of the CGST Act all type of movable goods. What do you mean by movable goods? How to understand the term movable goods? Meaning thereby, if a person shifting, relocating without causing the damage in it, we can call it as movable goods. Let us say, if this product holder, can I carry one place to other place? Yes. Without causing the damage in it? Yes. It is called movable product. Likewise, cell phone is a movable product? Yes. So, in that case, if I am relocating the product without causing the damage in it, we can easily identify and say that it is called goods, all type of movable goods. At the same time, goods includes actionable claims. Which actionable claims you are referring here? The term specified actionable claims only I am referring here, sir. Specified actionable claims consist of following 6 categories. 1. Lottery. 2. Betting. 3. Horse racing. 4. Casino. 5. Gambling. 6. Online money gaming. All these 6 items we can categorize it as the term goods, namely under the coverage of actionable claims. Further, my dear, goods includes the standing trees, agree to serve or identified to serve by detaching from the land. In that case, such item also be called as the term goods. On the other hand, if I say goods excludes, which is all type of immovable, all type of immovables are the term called neither goods as well as nor services. Understand? If I have building, I sold this building for rupees 5 crores. Am I liable to pay GST? Is it goods? It is neither goods, even not service. As a result, the term immobile nature is not come under the category of goods. Resultantly, no GST if I am selling immobile nature. If I sold agricultural land, if I sold commercial land, if I sold commercial building, if I sold residential building, which is immobile nature, neither goods nor services. Resultantly, there won't be any GST on such supply of immobile nature. Further, supply of goods excludes further actionable claims. Which actionable claims here? It is other than specified actionable claims. Simple to say that promissory note, bills of exchange and so on. Such nature of transaction is neither goods even nor service. Further, my dear sir, supply of goods excludes, goods does not include the transaction of money that generates money in the form of legal tender, meaning thereby Reserve Bank of India authorized the currency to transact is called legal tender. Such a legal tender absolutely neither goods nor service. is a transaction in money. Money that generates money, neither goods nor service. Best example I will tell you, my dear sir. If you have rupees 1 lakh fixed deposit, you given to the banker to have a fixed deposit 1 lakh rupee money. Thereafter, banker given to you 1 lakh 10,000 money. Accretion thereon, interest, money. The entire 1 lakh 10,000 absolutely not come under the purview of goods, not under the purview of service. Neither goods nor services. Resultantly, not liable to pay GST on such 1 lakh as well as 10,000 interest. Similar to that, if you have with you rupees 5 lakhs, that 5 lakhs you given as a loan to a particular financial institution, or from a financial institution you got a loan. The transaction is money. Interest thereon also be money transaction. Absolutely not attract the GST. Similar to that, my dear, if you are borrow the loan from the bank, for example, for your profession you borrow 20 lakh rupees loan, you repay 25 lakhs, that is money transaction. You got money, you given money. So the financial institution which is given to you 20 lakh rupees of loan is a money transaction, and interest 5 lakhs thereon also a money transaction. Absolutely it is neither goods nor services. Resultantly no GST. So supply of goods excludes immobile property, goods excludes actionable claims. Actionable claims, what actionable claims you are referring here? Other than specified actionable claims, followed by goods excludes transaction in money, namely legal tender. But one should understand what is not a legal tender is called goods. Example, numismatic value. For example, I have with me during the period of Cholas, during the period of Mauryas, during the period of Ashoka, during the period of Shivaji Maharaj. On those days, traded coins I have with me, which is not a legal tender. Resultantly, that type of currency we call numismatic value, which is not a legal tender. If it is not legal tender, then it is called goods, will attract GST. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Further, the supply of goods excludes shares and securities. Shares and securities, of course, neither goods nor services. There won't be any GST apply on that. How to understand this, sir? For example, a particular incorporated company, limited company coming forward to issue initial public offer IPOs for rupees 50 crores, absolutely not attract the GST. Even they got the premium thereon, no GST. Got the clarity, my dear sir? If you purchase shares from the secondary market, from a Bombay Stock Exchange, from National Stock Exchange, of Infosys company shares you purchase by investing rupees 5 lakhs, then you are selling that share subsequently for rupees 6 lakhs. You are not liable for GST because the shares and securities neither goods nor services. Therefore, GST won't come under the category of shares and securities. Meaning thereby, if the term goods, if the term service is there, then only think of GST taxation. Otherwise, if the transaction neither goods, if not come under the clutches of supply of goods includes, then such a transaction is not come under the GST law, because what is excluded under the term goods also be excluded under the term service. So if I say goods excludes immobile property, goods excludes specified actionable claims, goods excludes money, legal tender, goods excludes shares and securities, the same vis-a-vis will apply even for our service. Service excludes all these particular 4 points. Got the clarity? Now referring to the term service, I copy and paste here. Service excludes immobile properties. Service excludes actionable claims, namely other than specified actionable claims like promissory note, bills of exchange, and so on. Service excludes money, legal tender. Service excludes shares and securities. Thereby, what is excluded in the term goods also be excluded from the term service. So coolly we can understand the term goods and services. What is excluded for the goods is excluded from the service also. What is excluded from the goods and services neither attract the GST nor we think GST on such supply. Got the clarity? Now you understood goods includes. Now I am referring service includes. Service includes other than goods. Service includes money exchange services. That is very important to note. Money exchange services. One form of currency converting another form of currency by earning the currency by a money exchanger. For example, I am Mr. Thomas Cook, a money exchanger authorized by the Reserve Bank of India. I got a license from the Reserve Bank of India. Now, having that license, I am converting foreign currency. For example, you being a practicing cost accountant, you came to my place with 10,000 US dollars for exchanging for the want of Indian rupees at the rate of 100 rupees per US dollar, which is for 10 lakhs. I given to you in Indian currency 10 lakhs. I got from you 10,000 US dollars. I earned commission of rupees 5,000. So I have dealt with transaction in currency, transaction in money. In that case, this supply is considered service includes, specifically defined under section 2, subsection 102 of the CGST. Service includes one form of currency converting another form of currency. Simplified to say that money exchanger services is come under the clutches of service. Therefore, it applies goods and services tax, namely GST. So you got it now. You got it. What are the transactions you got it? What do you mean by goods? What do you mean by service? Service includes and goods includes. If there's a case, then one can think of to levy the tax of GST, namely goods and services tax will apply, one can say. Got the clarity? Just I am giving introduction to the topic called goods and services tax from the examination point of view, my dear. Further referring to you here, when we talk about appointed day for the GST, what is the appointed day for the GST? The GST implemented in India from the 1st July 2017 onwards. Therefore, we call it as appointed day. Accordingly, in our India, we have 28 states and 8 union territories. All 28 states in the respective state assembly, they enacted SGST Act, namely State Goods and Services Tax Act, followed by union territories. Out of 8, 3 union territories which has state legislative assembly. Therefore, they have been enacted the SGST Act for the respective UTs. They passed in the respective assembly SGST, namely State Goods and Services Tax Act, they have been enacted. For the balance 5 union territories out of 8, there are no state legislative assembly. In that case, for those UTs for which no state legislative assembly, the central government of India enacted in the parliament UTGST Act, namely Union Territory Goods and Services Tax Act. There are 5 UTs. 1. Ladakh. 2. Chandigarh. 3. Lakshadweep. 4. Andaman Nicobar Island. 51. Dadar Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu. As a result, my dear, if goods sold by Mr. C of Chennai to S of Salem, the transaction within the state of Tamil Nadu, seller and the place of supply, supplier and the place of supply in the same state. If so, we can simplify manner to say that intrastate supply. If not, interstate supply. How to understand this conceptual understanding is as follows here. If you refer here, supply of goods or services are both. Here, step 1, location of supplier. Step 2, location of, namely place of supply. Both are in the same state, both are in the same union territory. We call it as intrastate supply. Suppose if Location of supplier in one state, place of supply in different state, namely both are not in, both are in different state, both are not in the same state, both are in different states or different UTs, one in state, other one in UT. In that case, it is called as interstate supply. Interstate supply. So in the given case, in the example here, if you refer example 1, let us say here, example 1, Mr. C of Chennai from Tamil Nadu sold the goods to S of Salem in Tamil Nadu. In that case, location of supplier in Tamil Nadu, place of supply also in Tamil Nadu, intrastate supply. Therefore, what you going to be levy here? The rate of GST, for example, here 18%. Then the conceptual understanding of the GST, foundation stone of the GST is dual tax structure. It is called what? Dual tax structure, where central government and state government both are equally going to levy the tax, namely the revenue sharing between state and central equally. It is a basic foundation stone of the GST as a dual tax structure. Resultantly, central government will levy central goods and services tax, state government will levy state goods and services tax. Furthermore, how to understand? I will bring to your notice another example here. Example, let us say here, one example, example 2. Mr. L of Ladakh, a registered person, sold the goods to M of Ladakh. So, location of supplier in Ladakh, UT, which has no state legislative assembly, and sold the goods for rupees 1 lakh. Location of supplier, step 1 in Ladakh. Place of supply, step 2 in Ladakh. Therefore, both are in the same union territory. In that case, intrastate supply. If so, what is going to apply? CGST and UT GST will apply, because the UT for which no state legislative assembly, for which the central government of India enacted the UT GST Act. Therefore, if the rate of GST 12%, equally 6% CGST, 6% UT GST will apply. As a result, CGST is the revenue of the central government, SGST is the revenue of the Union Territory of Ladakh. One more example, example 3, you refer here. Mr. D of Delhi, Rishabh person, which is Union Territory, but there is state legislative assembly. The D of Delhi sold the goods to Raj of Delhi for rupees 1 lakh. Here supply the services for rupees 1 lakh. In that case, intrastate or interstate? Intrastate. Result, because the location of supply Delhi, place of supply also Delhi. Both are in the same union territory. Resultantly, it is intrastate supply. What will apply? CGST and SGST will apply, because the Delhi is the UT which has state legislative assembly, which has state legislative assembly. As a resultantly, the Delhi government has been passed State Goods and Services Tax Act. Therefore, CGST and SGST will apply in the intrastate case within the state of, within the Delhi, within the Union Territory of Delhi. If the rate of GST 18%, equally apportioned between the central and state, CGST 9% revenue to the central government, SGST is the revenue to the Delhi government, namely Delhi Union Territory, because it has a state legislative assembly. Resultantly, UT GST not apply, SGST only apply along with the CGST. Furthermore, example 4, I am referring from our serial order here. Example 4. Mr. C of Chennai, registered person, supplier, sold goods for rupees 1 lakh to H of Hyderabad. In the given case, location of supplier in the state of Tamil Nadu. The place of supply goes to Telangana. Both are in different states. In that case, interstate supply. What will apply? IGST, Integrated Goods and Services Tax apply. Why IGST will apply? Because for the transaction cross-border nature. Transaction between the two states called as cross-border transaction, for which one state government cannot enact the act to implement in another state. That means Tamil Nadu cannot have a control in Telangana state. Telangana state cannot enact the act to implement in the Tamil Nadu state. Therefore, the central government of India said, I will do the needful. I will enact the act in the parliament, namely called as Integrated Goods and Services Tax Act, enacted by the central government by passing the act in the parliament. IGST levied and administered by central government. However, such IGST will be apportioned between central and the state. Which state will get the revenue? Here there are two states involved. One is Tamil Nadu, other one is Telangana. Therefore, which state will get the revenue means, after all, our GST is consumption based tax. Consumption based destinated tax, where the goods has been got consumed. If supplied made from the state of Tamil Nadu, supply consumed in the state of Telangana. Resultantly, Telangana state will get the revenue, because the nature of the indirect taxes in which GST law is brought into force a new concept. It is consumption based tax. The goods or services or both where got consumed, there the revenue generates. Therefore, the IGST will be apportioned equally between the central government in the name of CGST and in the name of SGST to the state government, the state where the goods or services got consumed. In the given case, I am simplifying that IGST levied and administered by the central government. IGST is apportioned between the central and state equally. In the given case, IGST 28,000 rupees. Am I right? In the 28,000 rupees IGST equally divided 14,000 rupees revenue to central government, 14,000 revenue to the state of Telangana, because the state where the goods got consumed in the nature of destination based tax, consumption based tax. GST is a consumption based destinated tax. Got the clarity, my dear friends? So, as a result, we have been understood CGST, SGST. Now, you may get a doubt, sir, you referred union territory where there is no state legislative assembly. You said 5 UTs for which no state legislative assembly. Yes, sir. What are those union territories for which no state legislative assembly, for which UT GST will apply along with the CGST for intrastate supply? There are 5 UTs. 1. Ladakh. 2. Chandigarh. 3. Lakshadweep. 4. Andaman Nicobar Island. 51. Dadar Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu. These all the 5 UTs, no state legislative assembly, intrastate supplies between that UTs, what will attract? CGST and UTGST will attract for intrastate supplies. There are 3 UTs for which state legislative assembly. What are they? 1. Pondicherry. 2. Jammu and Kashmir. 3. Delhi. In these 3 UTs, since the assembly has been enacted SGST Act for intrastate supply, in these 3 UTs, CGST and SGST will apply. Got the clarity, my dear friends? Thank you. Thank you to one and all. See you in this class.